Welcome to Color Me a Pink Monkey. Look at this weather, guys. This is unbelievable. Pacific Northwest, we're outside of Portland, and we're about to get started in mulling some watercolors together. All right, guys, let's get started. One of the things that I have found so fun is to get you guys to help me name these colors. What fun is it to come up with it my own? I want some engagement from you guys. I'm being honest. I'm sorry if I'm being vulnerable and honest. I just am, and I'm ready to get this whole line started, but I need your help. I need your help to help me name these beautiful colors. So what is this one called? The colors that I'm working on now are a part of a 5-color series. In the small water color pans, or I guess containers, 5 fit comfortably, and so I thought 5 might be good to kind of go for in a color series. So if you have a different suggestion, let me know. But I do wonder, what does this look like to you? It's really hard to tell on this stage, obviously. It hasn't molded, it hasn't broken down. The binder and the pigments are not one yet. They are separate entities. I have had a couple questions on why do I constantly push the pigments like back to the center? That's because it's really hard to disperse the pigment to the binder if it's all over the place. So it's just easier to make sure it's in the center and just keep working it from the center and then keep pushing it back and working it from the center. At least that's my method. You'll see me kind of twist it on the edges, and that's so that I'm not spreading it out any thinner than it is. I'm kind of trying to contain it. I thought while I make this paint, I would give you maybe some facts about things that I've learned regarding watercolor paint. And watercolors have existed since prehistoric times. It's so versatile, and also, I mean, we know this is colorful, and you can kind of be an amateur all the way up to like a great master at it. You can use these in tubes, pans, and I think that there's some, I don't know, some mystery to it. And I can say this, I don't know, I only started kind of dabbling in watercolors a few years ago. Not on like, I actually avoided it on purpose because watercoloring can be expensive. Different brands, I used to go to Blick's Art Supply, and I would look at them and just be like, gosh, they just look so beautiful, but I don't really want to invest this much because, I mean, let's face it, I have close to 50 different colored pencils and markers, and I have all kinds of art supplies that I absolutely positively love and not giving up. But secretly always wanted to know about art, watercolors. I honestly didn't really have any idea how a watercolor artist would get the final product that they got from using it. It just didn't make sense to me because I'm like, water, you're going to dilute it. How do you get those beautiful, vibrant pictures that I would see, and yet soft and gentle? And I didn't understand that. So I really steered clear of it because, I mean, honestly, let's face it, like, I felt like once I got into watercolors, I was like trying to become a real artist. And I mean, I'm not really, guys. I'm just doing what I like to do. And here I am today making my own watercolor paint. Like, how surreal is that? There was a display. I don't know if it's a display, but a little try, you could try out whatever they were featuring that Saturday. And it happened to be watercolor. So the girl that was there, I didn't even know that you have to I got a brush and my hand, and I got a pan of dry watercolor, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to look stupid here. Like, I'm probably going to have to put water in it. So I dip my brush into the water, and then I'm like, okay, so do I put it on the paper? Do I put it in the paint? Like, I don't know. The only thing I'd ever really dealt with was acrylic paint, and that kind of already comes out. So you just dab it and you go, I guess. It didn't really make sense to me. I probably looked really stupid, and the lady standing behind the table was like, "Oh, just dip it in the paint." And I'm thinking, okay, just dip it in the paint. It's not like dippable. It's like, do I scrub it? Am I ruining your brush? Like, what am I doing? I was really confused, and I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of crazy. So it was like blue, like an indigo blue. I remember that color, and I just remember touching it with the brush and it immediately filling the whole brush just full of color. And I just kind of scribbled on the piece of paper that was sitting there. And I don't know what happened to me, guys. I like lit up and turned inside out over and over again. I was in love. And I'm not kidding you. I didn't understand what I was going to do with it. But I had a conversation with a friend of mine. I said, I am not getting myself into this. I cannot get myself into this. But what did I do? Look at me. I got myself into it. Like, this is nuts. So the inquisitive person in me loves to learn new things. And when I love to learn new things, if I can do something for myself, I want to do that. So naturally, I started trying to figure out how to make it. I started going to the internet. How do you make this happen? I've always dreamed of having my own paint line, and that is 100% my truth almost my whole life. I don't know why. I mean, most people don't grow up and go, I'm going to own my own paint line. That's not the truth. But prior to this, I was a stockist for a chalk paint line, and I dabbled in trying to figure out how to make it. Now, I got pretty close, but not something I would want to sell, to be honest with you. I don't think that anybody would have been upset at my paint line. It's just not what I had in mind. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but it is my truth. So it pushed me. I had that experience at Blix that day, and I started doing watercolor painting in my coloring books because honestly, guys, I don't know how to draw. I don't. And I've tried some more, and it's not what I'm awesome at. But I use the watercolors in my coloring books, and, I got lots of those too. And you learn what paper it works on and what it doesn't. So it just really pushed me to know what I wanted for my own art journey. And here I am making it. And very soon, I hope that you guys will be able to enjoy exactly what I'm doing, enjoying it. And anyway, thank you for listening to my crazy story, guys. And I still am going to need a color here, a color name. I need a color name, guys. Think you can help me out? Because, man, the wordplay and all those things, that's not my cup of tea either. I mean, I can talk anybody's ear off, but I certainly am not good at coming up with the colors and what I need to call them. What is that called? Help. It reminds me a little bit of probably 80s mauve. I'm not going to call it 1980s mauve because that's weird, but it does remind me a little bit of that. What you think? You think so? I don't know, guys. Tell me what you think. Well, as I struggle to get these in here and finish up this mulling and getting these pans filled, I do want to remind you that I want to reward people for, being involved. And oh my goodness, this stuff is messy. Anyway, so I want to reward everybody for helping me come up with these names. So the more involvement that I have in helping me name these things, I will be doing giveaways. I want to give this away too. I want you guys to try it. I need feedback. And I don't expect people to start investing right away before they've tried it. Somebody's got to say, I like it, before somebody will probably be willing to buy it. So if you want to be one of those lucky people that helps me name this and wins the color, well, comment below, because that's what I plan to do, is give away a color for the winner of the name of each one. Now you can put the name here, and you can also put the name on Instagram, whichever one you choose to, follow me on or see the progress that I'm making. But I don't foresee my videos going away here. This is kind of where I'm at. This is kind of what I'm doing right now. But let's get this swatched, because I think this color is beautiful. It's very rich, and it is pretty consistent. I'm impressed with this one. The pigments that we use to make watercolor, everybody uses different things, wherever you get them, it's all different. And, sometimes when I get new pigments, I'm not 100% sure based on, you can't really tell without going through the full process what the color is going to be based on pigment, unless you know your pigments really, really well. I mean, that's an option to really study them. And that's kind of where I'm at right now, is, working with some of the, without mixing them, knowing what I have, and really digging deep for my color theory. And one of the things that I've talked about in my previous videos is that I did hair and hair color, and color theory is just absolutely I am in love with color theory. So this is right up my alley, and maybe that's why I wanted a paint line, because I love color theory. But anyway, I'm going to say goodbye, and definitely thank you so much for being here. I thank you so much for everybody and being here and supporting me. All of your comments that you've all made, be it here or on my Instagram page, or, even that TikTok world. I've really enjoyed seeing what you guys think. I have had positive feedback, and there's nothing better than positive feedback to keep us motivated. Okay, guys, love you. See you next time.